And it sort of deteriorated over the next year and a half to the stage that I'm at the moment.
Yeah. And they're looking at walking, standing, sitting, bending, kneeling, reaching, picking things up, problems with speech.
Yep.
On the speech
Unconscious.
issues, you get 15 points for speech can't be understood by strangers. Absolutely. You get 9 points for strangers have great difficulty understanding speech.
Pakistanis and Iraqis.
You get 6 points for strangers have some difficulty understanding speech, and if none of those apply, you don't have any problems with speech according to these rules.
I suppose at the time, at the beginning, I thought it was strange but quite interesting. I was wondering what's going on here. But as you begin to live with it, I absolutely hate it. I hate feeling like such a, I don't know, a lower class of citizen, just a freak, a basket case.
Aye.
You know, so
there's other questions like, do you know if you spilt something? And if you spilt something, can you clean it up?
Turning the cooker on,
Right.
I'll have an urge to put my hand flat on the hot plate.
I get stabby with knives.
Yeah.
In the kitchen. Somebody's walking past.
It's a really difficult call, though, because arguably, if you could be a risk to yourself at any time, then it's arguable that benefits-wise, you should be getting the maximum benefits because at any given moment, you might need a minder. But you might not...
Arthur Daly!
Quite right. But you might not want to say that about yourself. It might be that you think, nope, I'm independent, I don't want to do
Ginger
that.
fanny.
I've got gay porn on my house. Haven't you really?
The next one is
when I feel I'm going to say it, I try and stop myself, but it just feels as if I have to say it. It's like somebody's forcing it out of me. Hey, fuck!
Like John and Greg, 1 in 10 people with Tourette's have the uncontrollable urge to swear.
Fuck up!
It's very slippery. Sometimes it says swear words. Like, should I say them? Shut your fucking gob. Sometimes I don't like that one at all. And sometimes it says, shut up, you idiot. And if I do those, I feel like just screaming my head off until they stop.
7 years on, Greg still swears, but he also has a number of new tics he has to deal with.
Welcome to Whitby. Yes, very interesting. Very cold, as usual. We're just here for a walk. Spray. Chicken! Oh, sorry. Chicken!
Shall we have
Chicken!
chicken?
My tick just said chicken one day and it stuck. I will never understand why it said it. I remember it said it in maths the first time. Yeah. Chicken! It was like... That was random. Chicken! Chicken!
Goodbye!
I've had chicken, shrew, fish, and F a doodle do.
Chicken!
And then I also have various other swearing ones. To do with chickens. Fuck off! There we go. It tries to mimic a chicken. Fuck off! Fuck off! Just talking about it brings... Fuck off! Right. Yes.
Chicken!
In his early 30s, John would often spend time in his local pub.
Alcohol makes my tics worse. I've less control of my tics. Sometimes I've knocked drinks over, lashing my hand out. I've grabbed somebody by the testicles. I've touched a women's breast before, and there have been times where I've got into fights in pubs, where I've been asked to leave pubs by the management because of my behaviour.
Somebody's been eating the stools, look.
A stool! I'm not comfortable in a pub, and it doesn't matter how many people say to me, you're okay, don't worry about the tics. No one's bothered. I'm still bothered. I still don't like to do it.
It's only after you've done it, I tell you.
2 shots!
For John and Chopper, one of the benefits of the Tourette's weekend is the chance to relax, surrounded by others who understand the condition.
John's a cheating.
Cheating hard.
Chopper and his girlfriend Jo have been together for 2 years.
There's not enough gay men.
It's probably more upsetting for Stuart swearing and shouting at somebody than what it is for that person, because he's so worried about upsetting people, offending people, swearing at people.
Fuck off!
And it's an illness, you know. It's something his brain's making him do. He doesn't choose to do it. So you just have to really try and bear in mind that that's not him, that's Mr. Tourette, we call him. That wasn't you, that was Mr. Tourette, you know. And Mr. Tourette and him are separate.
Big fat arse, sweaty bit.
With Stuart, it's when he's seeing the hurtful tics, calling you fat, ugly, all sorts. You just think, oh, it's not him, it's Mr. Tourette saying it, not him, because I know he doesn't think that, you know, so...
I'm a rapist. Did you put a ball there?
If he tics, I love you, or you'll shout to the kids, I love your mum, and things like that, or you're beautiful, and then you think, he was thinking that, he meant that.
It's a Jap's eye.
Where some of the tics come from, eh? It's like our own Tourette's vocabulary inside our head. We should write the Oxford Dictionary of Tourette.
What are you saying? We are not as bad as you, are you?
Aye, I think you're worse.
Jo and Chopper met through a Tourette's website after Chopper's marriage ended.
The fact that Jo was a member of the forum because her son Nathan has got Tourette's and ADHD, it allowed her to sort of have an insight into the condition.
It just clicked straight away and felt comfortable straight away. So it's like, yeah, I don't like the cliche soulmates, but it's like your best friend to tell him anything, so yeah, it's a brilliant relationship.
Do you know what? Every single girl in the school loves me. Mary says I'm cute, somebody else says I'm snuggly, somebody else says I'm cuddly, and somebody else says I'm like a teddy bear. That's really funny.
What tricks can you do? Which I can copy?
Lift your leg up from one way up.
Can you jump from forward to backwards? You know, if I went up to a person and said, oh, would you like to go out with me? I wouldn't be thinking, oh, don't they want to go out with me because of Tourette's? I'd just be thinking about myself, not the Tourette's. You know, if they said, no, because you got Tourette's, I'd think, right, I've made a bad choice. Like jumps and stuff? I'm wary of it, but I'm not totally restricted by it. It's not the be-all and end-all. Like, yeah, ow. Fabby, we could do like a side step. If I'm not totally friends with them, I find it hard to speak to a girl or boy, but I find girls slightly harder to talk to. Not like a different species or anything.
Might get married, might not. You know, I might be married a bit, but we don't see each other often. We just see them about 89 days a year.
I wouldn't say, oh, look at her, she's sexy. I just, you know, I'd be like, yes, she's very nice. And then take it from there, slowly build it up to, yes, you are very pretty. I'd rather get into a proper relationship. Yeah. I'm one of the sensible people. I like a couple of people, and that's all I'll say.
Seven years ago, when John was last filmed, he found it difficult to approach women.
You know, I mean, it's not the kind of thing you go up to a female, introduce yourself and say, oh, hi, I'm John, how are you, kind of thing, you want a drink, and then suddenly shout fuck in her face or spit in her face or something, you know.
Despite increased awareness, it hasn't become any easier for John to find a partner.
Ginger pubes, you fucking liar.
I see Chopper with a partner, and other people within the group have got partners, and I've just found it so hard to find somebody that I feel like I can trust and that loves me for who I am, you know, likes me for who I am.
I think it's difficult for anybody who's late 30s, early 40s to find a partner. And it's so much more difficult when you've got the problems that John and I have got. But the sort of personality that John's got, he would certainly make a lovely partner for somebody because he's so kind and caring and considerate, not unlike myself. If he could meet somebody who could look beyond the Tourette's symptoms, that he would be able to find somebody that he could kind of get on with and settle down with. Another day, man.
Maybe that's not going to happen, but people say to me, and they always, you know,